Right, there we go. Hello guys and welcome back to the F1 Live channel. We're here again with the Gprl. I've dropped my controller. Oh well, we're going to carry on soldier through this. We're here in China for the first of our pre-season races essentially. Well, I guess. It's a long way until the season gets underway, but we're here already, back on track after a few weeks break, here in China for the Gprl pre-season race number 1. So, joined alongside of me, I guess, is Brendan. So, how you doing, Brendan?
Hey, what's up?
He's alive, he's here, and got cars on track already. It's just a 12-minute qualifying session here. We missed the first couple of minutes, but that's okay. Nothing really happened, so the guys are still on their out laps now, so that's all fine. Get the lap data up and stuff for you guys, and looks like we're good to rock and roll. Classic game, that Grand Prix rock and roll racing, if you've ever seen that. Big love for you guys. But yeah, this might be a bit confusing for the guys that have joined us since the start of last season in the GPR. We've got guys running in very different cars, or some of them are at least. We've got Terry in the Ferrari, Yannick in the usual Sauber, Harlequin's in the Haas instead of the Renault, Casper still in the pit lane. We've got Steve here in the Renault. I think he was in the Renault last year as well. Can't remember. No, he was in the Toro Rosso. Kurt's in the pit lane. Jarno's on track on the Sauber now as well. So we're going to wait for our first guys to come through to start a lap. Just waiting a little bit now, but let's have a look at the comments on the stream quickly whilst we wait for the guys to come around to start their laps. Right, first car coming across the line to start their lap now is Terry in the Ferrari, the SF70H. Big Ferrari fan there. Terry is obviously the owner and admin for Vettel fan base or whatever it's called. Coming to T1 now, a bit deep on the entries. He's gone wide, and now into turn 3, the very tough, very snaking and long snail section, or might as well call it the snake section. But he's got through there without too much difficulty. He's coming to turn 5, I believe that is. Don't know the technicalities of the corner limits here, so I'm just going to make it up as I go along. But coming to the sweeping left-hander now, then he's got to flick it back across the track for the right-hander, then got to bring the car down much slower here, about 100 mile an hour. Coming to the left-hander, it's about 70 mile an hour here. Then coming into the first proper straight section now. Heavy braking to end sector 2. Got to bring it around for a little bit of a chicane. Quick left-right flick, and then again into another long right-hander. He comes in a long back straight again, about 2 kilometers long, 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers long, I believe this one is. Here's the second DRS zone. No difficulties, well, nothing terrible. So we've got yellow flag in sector 2. Let's see where that is. There's a house off. That is Harlequin's. Harlequin's was off, so Simon had a bit of an accident there, but we're going to join. Steve's going to cross the line. 1 at 35.2, respectable lap time. Heading back on board with Terry now. As he comes across the line, will he be able to challenge that? Yes, he does. 1 minute 33.8. So he absolutely blows that time from Steve out the water there. And it looks like he's going to soldier on for another lap. He's keeping the pace up, so he's gone deep again through turn 1 and 2. So going to have to see how that compares to his previous lap when he comes through the first sector split. You can see where Yannick is on track. He seems to be going slow, so I think he's he's messed his lap up somewhere, so he's going to be waiting. Harlequins we saw mess up. Jarno goes quick as 1 minute 33.415 at the moment, so good lap time there. Ice Cream Van goes past. Hello, it's a bit cloudy there, Rick. 3 people watching and 9 comments already, okay. It's a bit unusual for our channel, but let me see what the comments are quickly. And before I hear my voice coming out again. How long is the race? Oh, the race, Kurt's been spamming us asking how long the race is. The race is 50% distance, I believe, so it's just normal race distance. 12-minute quali, which we're already halfway through, by the way, so not long to go. Jarno on a slow lap, gonna head back on board with Terry. Seems that he's going for another quick lap at the moment, so we're gonna see how he does at the moment. Coming through the heavy braking section, about 40 mile an hour through turn 13, I believe it is. And fast, not quite flat, so you got to dab on the brakes. He cuts the corner a little bit, but that seems to be fine. It's a 1 minute 33.6, so he improves, but not by much, only a tenth or two there. But he's managed to close in to the gap for Jarno. But Kurt's coming out on track now, halfway through the session. He's just coming out now. It's a soft tyres for him, so he's going to split the strategy completely different to everyone else here. Casper goes faster, our champion from Season 1 minute 33.1, also competing in AOR Season 15, Split 3, F3 I believe it is. Oh, Phil Hill's left a comment on us. I'm good, thank you mate, how are you? But yeah, Casper, our champion from last season, 1 minute 33.1 for him. That is a pretty solid lap time. Wonder how Phil could, wonder how Phil could compete with that one. Be good to see him on PS4 one day maybe. But obviously his Formula Renault dreams and goals have, well, they take priority quite simply. But on board with Steve now, I see he's got dirty times where he did when we jumped on board with him. So his tires are going to be off, and I don't expect another. Yeah, he's going to cut the corner. Nice. That's one way you could do it, I guess. Just not sure why that is, but yeah. And if you didn't realize, I believe Brendan, you're doing the Twitter updates right now. So if you don't have enough data to watch a stream or whatever, you can just hop over onto Twitter and watch your text updates over there if needs be. Right, we're gonna. Who should we watch? Let's hop on board with. Who's gonna be in? Oh, we got yellow flag in sector 3 as Terry does a bit of a pass to Maldonado there. Gone too deep into the pit lane. He hasn't hit the wall like Maldonado or Hamilton, but he's in the pits now. He's done 2 laps on those super soft tires, so it's time for a change and maybe belt out another good one on a fresh boot. Harlequin, no, his lap time so far is a 4 minute 50, so wouldn't expect a quick one from him. You're gonna see if that's either a glitch or his legit lap time as he comes across the line now. It is a. Okay, it was just his out lap. Okay, that gets rid of all the confusion, but that's all good. But anyway, we're gonna. Who should we spectate? There's not many people out on track now. They're all in the pits or on their out laps, so. Not exactly much to watch at the moment. Got a bit of a hush time at the moment, and then see what happens. Obviously Harlequin out on track now. Kurt as well. I believe he's on a flyer. As he comes, that's turn 4 there, and into turn 5, one of the first heavy braking zones, and he's on the soft tire as well, as you can see. So be interesting to see how far up the field he can get. Actually, Yannick not doing too good at the moment. He's down in P5. The guy that was second in the championship last year, either China is his favorite track or he's just having an off day today maybe. But 1 minute 36.3 for him. He's 3 seconds off the pace right now. So not sure what's happened with our runner-up from last season, but we'll have to see. We're going to stick on board with Kurt now as he comes onto the long back straight, and it seems to be clean from what I've seen so far, so gonna do the same in POW. Well, good luck there, Phil, and it'll be great to watch you. Casper goes top, 1 minute 33.1. He's on the super. Actually, no, he's not. Apologies, that's just the game showing us that he's on the super soft tires right now. So, my bad. He's not done that lap time on the soft tire. He's on the soft tire as we speak. So, Jarno's not on a quick lap. Terry on his out lap as well. Where's Kurt? Kurt's coming across the line now. 1 minute 33.5 on the soft tire. He's in P3 right now. Prime position for him there. 1 minute 33.5 on the soft tire there. So he's got a massive advantage on the other guys now. He's only 4 tenths behind on the guys on super soft tires. So he's really put the cat amongst the pigeons there. So be interesting to see how he's able to manage that. But we'll have to see. Harlequin's still tired. Where's he? Oh, he's off track and just going off. To retire, doesn't have enough time to set another decent competitive lap time, so see about that one. Yannick again struggling. He's P7 of 7 right now. Seems to be having a bit of internet issues as well, but We'll ignore that quickly. It's a second Toro Rosso's coming through now. Casper on his way through. Onto the brakes, letting Steve through, and he's obviously not on a flying lap at the moment. Oh, and Terry's just piled it into the barrier. He's just messed up those tires quite badly. Don't get why you would do that. I would just save the tires for the next session personally, but oh well, that's Terry's decision there. It might come back to bite him if the... Oh, there's a Toro Rosso struggling up ahead as well. But it looks like it was... Who was that? Was that... Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Someone's spun. Well, we've got Yannick off the grass now. Casper, I mean, yeah, well, not Yannick, but Jarno, he's gone top now. 1 minute 33.0, so... Great lap time for him there. He's on the super soft tires right now, so... Very impressive. There's a car from the side of the barriers and just disappeared. Looked like it was... it was a Mercedes, I believe. Not sure who. Might have been Harlequins? No, it was Kurt. Sorry. And then Yardo's retired now. He's done a 1 minute 33.0, so he's more than ready for this race. It's very interesting to see. Yarno, he was up there fighting during season 1, but wasn't really ever there to be at the top at the end of the race. But qualifying has ended. Yellow flag in sector 1 is Steve's retired. And we've got a car off there. Yeah, Steve's just pulled over. Yannick's also going to retire by the looks of it. He's going rather slowly, just jumping about, but 1 minute 36.3. Not sure what's happened to him there, but rather disappointing nonetheless. Actually, apparently he's a 0.1 of a second up, so is he going to continue this lap? I imagine he would. If he's a little bit up, he should be able to make up a bunch of time, seeming as he's 3 seconds off the pace right now in qualifying, so... We didn't see what happened to him in his first stint, so... We'll see what happens to him as he comes through the second split any second now.
Casper on a hot lap.
Is Casper on a hot lap? I'm not sure, but Yannick is 1.3 seconds up right now, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. Is Casper on a hot lap? He's on the soft tires right now. It seems he might be, but he's just behind Yannick right now, so DRS open for the second half of this lengthy back straight. Not too sure why they've put the DRS zone really far into the straight, but oh well, that's FOM's decision from last year, obviously, FIA, sorry, but yellow flag sector 2, that must be Casper. He's probably messed up his lap time, but Yannick goes to P3, that's much better, much more representative of a true pace, 1 minute 33.3, so he's jumped Kurt there on the soft tyre, so that's much better for him, but also a little bit worrying for Kurt, but seeing as he's on the tyre that is 2, maybe 3 tenths slower per lap, he should be quite happy with that one, but not sure what happened with Casper. He's retired, or he's in the pit now, so, oh, as you can see, he's lost half his front wing, so that's what happened with him. Not sure if he was on a hot lap, but that's his lap over at least. Anyway, that's the end of qualifying now. Just gotta wait 50 seconds or so now if the session doesn't end itself. But as you can see, Jarno on top, 1 minute 33.090. Then 10 hundredths back, Casper 24 F1, the man competing in AR F3 this season, the man who won Gprl Season 1, the inaugural champion of this new league. Yannick, the runner-up, just behind, well, I say just behind, but 2 tenths down, 1 minute 33.3, and then we've got Kurt, P4, 2 tenths further behind from Yannick, but on harder compound, so be interesting to see how this plays out for him. Obviously the strategy is going to play an important role in his race. Maybe he'll push for a 1-stop, but I expect the guys on the super softs will have to do a 2-stop, so it'll be interesting to see how the strategy plays out. And there we are, the session's over, so we're going to get into the race any second now. Now, confirmation of our qualifying results. Jarno in P1, Casper P2, Yannick P3, Kurt P4, Terry P5. A little bit, might say disappointing, but we won't. I kind of just did, but we're going to carry on like nothing happened. Steve in P6, and bring up the rear is Simon in P7. Whole grid separated by just over a second, so that's not too bad, but we'll see how it goes, how it remains for the race, but yeah. Skip that anti-ban, thank you. Almost got taken down by cheeky FOM, but I think we're all good. But here we are, we're on the grid now. Please say I'm not racing. That looks a bit questionable, but nice gold helmet there for the 75 of, I believe that is Kurt there. That's actually quite nice. Can I jump between the cars? No. Oh, just stuck in this one. Nice. Oh, it's Kurt anyway. He's on the soft tyres, so I'm going to stop wittering and yeah. Just 5 more seconds until we get these cars rolling. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, 4, 5 red lights. And the lights are out. Looks like a good start for Yano as he get away. Casper always has a good start. We'll see how that goes. No, but Yano's got the massive jump. The car on the left. Yannick's got a jump as well. He's going to let him go wide. Oh no, Yannick's off track. Yannick's off the track behind. Yano spins in front and there's going to be collision. No, the car coasts, so it's fine. But Casper, he's from a pretty standard start. Wasn't anything special, but he just stays away from all the trouble. He's able to sneak into P1, but Terry behind him up to P2 now from P5, I believe it was, behind Kurt. But then Simon from the very back, he's up in P3 already, so it's made up 4 positions on the start there. Obviously had 1 spin on 1 car going wide, so he's made 2 overtakes already in that house. And we've got Kurt pushing behind him. He's on right in the rear of Steve. He's gonna try. No, he's not gonna make a look on those soft tires yet. He's gotta really make a move on. He's dropped a position already, so he needs to make some moves quickly if he's gonna make the soft tire stint work. But surely staying with them on the harder compound, that'll also be beneficial to him, obviously. But he gets a better exit than Steve. Steve goes wide. Is there going to be contact? Not quite. If they come into the straight, Yannick gets a bit sideways on the exit, but Renault, he's already passed Renault. You can see Yano right at the back now, 5 seconds behind, so really not that good. But is the Renault there going to make a move? It is. Simon's having a look. He's dived up the inside, but oh, there's contact behind. As Steve and Simon, Harlequins and Steve have taken each other out. But that daring move from the Renault of Steve there, being very poor from him. He's going to get into the pits. He makes contact again with Yano, so very questionable start and very dangerous as well. He seemed to lock as he went into the pit lane to get onto the, well, not into the pit lane, turn 13. So I'm getting confused now, tripping over my words, but just steamed into the side of the Haas then. Took him out. He's going to have to change the front wing now, so he's having a 5-second stop-go penalty as well for dangerous driving, I believe, in causing collision. But the changing the wing is on the medium tyre, so he's going to try and go 26-27 laps now. Oh, actually no, they just changed the super soft tyre, so that's a nice one, Codemasters. But going to stay with the racing now. Yannick trying to claw back the gap that, well, the deficit he's got to Kurt now. Kurt goes wide. He's able to keep it rolling, but Yannick's gonna capitalize from that shortly as they come into turn 10, I believe it is. Hard braking. They're gonna cut back in on themselves, switch it back right, and get the flow going again. Kurt a bit slow on the exit, but he's able to put the foot down quicker than, well, he gets a better getaway than Yannick, but he's gonna have the slipstream here. Yannick is, so we're gonna watch as they come through into turn 13. Slipstream for Yannick. He's going to have a look, surely. Is he going to be... It looks like he might be too far behind, but he's having a look. He's going to try and brake later. Does. Kurt leaves the space. No, not quite there. The gap was there, but the pace just wasn't. It's too early on the brakes, but he's playing it safe. Casper goes fast, 1 minute 37.2, so... Is he pulling away? The gap is 1.3 seconds at the moment, so we're going to watch that as he comes through the first sector. Gap seems to be coming down as we speak, but Kurt a little bit slow through turn 1. Yannick just trying to put him under the pressure. Kurt seems to be feeling that pressure, and he's making a few mistakes as we can see here through the first couple of corners, through the first complex, as we're coming to turn 4 now. Gap is just too big for Yannick to make a move into the first major overtaking zone, so we're going to have to wait until turn 10, turn 11, I believe it is, or maybe even turn 13 at the end of the straight. So we'll have to wait and see. But the gap between Kurt and Yannick seems to be staying quite stable at the moment. Yannick gets on the grass where Bottas spun under the safety car last year. Almost does the same, except not under the safety car. But the battle for third seems to be hotting up as Yannick gets across the grass again. He's trying to be greedy, he's trying to catch up Kurt, but lots of mistakes are being made as he's trying to get onto the podium, but again, mistakes being made as Kurt's trying to break the slipstream on the back straight. He's too far behind. Surely Yannick is to stamp the brakes later. He gets on him normally. Kurt again getting out wide, not being able to get the final or penultimate corner right, but he's doing the best he can, but the best he can might not be good enough just yet. But Casper, 1 minute 36.9, so that fast lap is plummeting now. Terry's fallen behind him. He must have made a mistake. The gap at the start of last lap, if you remember, 1.38 seconds or something, but the gap is now 7 tenths greater, 2.0. As Yannick's going to touch the inside of Kurt there, or the outside, sorry, he's trying to get the switch back going, but no, he's just too far back. There's contact through turn 1 and 2 there. So no wing damage, I don't think for Yannick, but if this game was more realistic, then Kurt would almost definitely have a puncture there, surely. But anyway, we continue. It isn't that realistic, so they're good to go. And we're continuing this race, and this battle for third is still hot. Right, back with this battle now. The gap has increased by almost 3 tenths of a second actually, as they came through the second sector split. As Yannick goes out wide, he's off the grass. He's back on the astral track, and he's back on the track now. So astral track, astral turf. Sorry. But again, he's losing time. He's gained a couple of tenths actually. They seem to be reeling. Oh, bit late on the brakes. He almost collects the back of Kurt. That must have been scary to watch, but he's still trying to close in. And he's just pushing it really, really hard now. He's almost made contact twice now with Kurt, so just in one lap he's got the DRS. DRS obviously enabled a couple of laps ago on lap 3. We're on to lap 5 now, so what a camera that is, coming through turn 1. But these guys seem to be locked in a great battle at the moment. It's just like, I don't know any similes to describe this right now, but this line seems to be catching his prey at a very steady rate, but he's not able to keep it consistent enough at the moment. So we hope that they get closer. The gap is almost a second now, so Yannick's gonna be on the cusp of the DRS zone right now. Will he be able to get it as they come through the DRS detection zone for the first DRS point on the track? Is he gonna get it? I think there's DRS here if I remember correctly. No, there's not, I don't think. My apologies, but he's got to get closer. The gap is 8 tenths of a second. So come through turn 10 and 11. Is it going to be there? The gap is 8 tenths still. Onto the back straight. He's getting out wide again. He's just pushing it hard and making mistakes again. So DRS is open for Yannick, and he's gaining. As they come into the heavy braking zone at turn 13, it's too far back to make a move, but again, they seem to be gaining on Terry. So Terry on that Ferrari seems to be losing time. He's 3.5 seconds back from Casper now, so in just 2 laps he's lost almost 2.5 seconds. Kurt's gone off track. Kurt's rejoined again, but he was on the AstroTurf on the exit of the final corner. DRS open for Yannick now as he's coming into turn 1. Is he going to make a move around the inside or the outside? No, he's staying there, but the rain is coming. We're seeing rain spots now, so this strategy has rain has ruined Kurt's race right now, but the rain is here. It's going to be here in any moment now. We can see spots on the camera already, so the rain is coming all of a sudden. The monsoon storms, they're opening up. The heavens have opened, and is Yannick going to make a look up the inside? He does, but no, he's just able to force Kurt a little bit wide, but Kurt's able to keep the position. But the question is, when will the inters have to come on? Because the rain is starting to come down quickly. You can see the track getting a little bit greasy already. They're sort of struggling now through the second sector and the S's, but the rain is about to come and Kurt must be fuming right now. He's not going to be able to make the most of his alternate strategy on the soft tire compared to everyone else's softs, super softs yet, so we'll have to see what happens here and how heavy this rain can get, but already the rain seems to be quite heavy, so we're going to check up with our leader, in fact, see how he's doing. 4-second gap as he's already approaching the end of the back straight, so he must be delighted right now. He's having a great time. He's locks up the front right actually, but still gets the car turned around fine. But we'll have to see how many more laps he waits until he comes to the pits. He doesn't come in this lap, it's just still too dry to box, so he's got to wait a few more laps until he stops, but it seems like we're going to get the inters on soon by the looks of it. It's still a great race we've had so far. 7 good laps of solid, clean-ish racing. Exciting race start, but they're bringing in Terry now. To gap to Terry from Kurt, that is only 1.3 seconds, so we're seeing a similar. It's brought down to 1.1 already, closing at 2/10, like almost every corner at the moment. Terry seems to be struggling, either with conditions or just the track. I mean, the gap is already almost, well, it's under a second now. He's going to have DRS on him this lap, so DRS is still enabled, so they're going to get close to him any moment now. But Terry, the gap is shrinking every corner. Gap is down to 0.7 seconds at the moment, and it's going to surely decrease again as they're coming through into turn 10 in the DRS detection zone any moment now. The gap is still 7/10. It's still there. Terry almost, he has a bit of a half spin. The wetness. The track is very moist right now as everyone seems to be struggling. The gap to Yannick has increased. It's 1.0 seconds now. Oh no, Yannick's off behind. Yannick's crashed. He's out. He's not out. Sorry, he's got half. He's really messed up that front wing, but he's seemed to have just slid. He's aquaplane maybe, but he's just lost control in the wet. He's speared it into the outside barrier on the left-hand side, so he's lost plenty of time now. But the question is, does he come in now and put the intermediates on? We'll see as he misses the apex there again. That wing damage is really not helping him. He's struggling so much right now. The gap to Kurt and Terry, 0.4 of a second. We're gonna see what happens with Yannick right now. See what happens, and then we'll hop back on board to the major battle coming out now. Oh, that's not the line. Oh, he's just trying to retire. Yannick really not happy right now, I guess. Absolutely ruined his race, but we'll see what he does. I think he had auto wing on, so yep, they're gonna change. They're putting the medium tires on. All the soup that keeps changing. Wow, this game just gets more glitchy as it goes. They've got, oh wow, the car just came out of the pits. That is very nice, Codemasters. Good job. But we're gonna get on board with Terry and Kurt again. Gap is right down. He's on his gearbox. Kurt gonna make a move around the outside. He's gonna switch it back. He's too close, but no, he's trying to hang it around the outside. There's contact made between the wheels, but nothing more. He's gonna have DRS go through the detection zone. 0.3 of a second. This gap is now coming to the back straight. The rain is starting to pour. He's gonna have the slipstream and the DRS surely. So we're gonna watch this now as they're gonna come down into turn 13. DRS is open for Mercedes of Kurt. Up the inside, W08. He's gonna get past him surely, but no, Terry covers it very aggressively. Heavy braking from Kurt as Terry just sits on the apex. Very unsportsmanlike, but we're gonna have to see into the final corner now. No, still no move. He's just gonna play it safe, get the DRS again, and Terry gets a bit of a wheel spin on the exit, so Kurt's gonna just steamroll past him now. It's going to be a drag race into turn 1, and Kurt's held it off. Great move for him. Oh, but no, Terry's there up the inside. They're going to make contact surely. No, Kurt's been forced wide. Terry the Ferrari number 1 there. Again, more contact made as they keep switching it back. Great racing here. Very good. Very exciting as well. And Kurt seems to be a little bit displeased with Terry's on-track actions there. They're just going to See what happens. Gonna get back onto with Terry now. And Terry's falling behind P3. He was P2, but falling back into P3. Kurt managed to catch him. This battle has been going on for maybe 3-4 laps now. But Terry struggling, sliding, aquaplaning. Not quite, but almost through the S's as he's carrying through now. Lost plenty of time. 1 second down already, so he's going to miss DRS already. So as soon as he's been overtaken, the gap is down to 1.6 seconds already. Kurt on a flyer right now. But any other on track again, Terry keeps messing it up. Keeps sliding and snaking through these corners on the exit. I mean, he's getting on the throttle too quick. I'm not sure what traction control he uses, but he seems to be struggling in this wet. Right, back at the rear of the race now. We've got Yannick and Steve fighting it out. Right at the back is Steve's on the super soft tires and Yannick on the medium tires. He's going to try and get to the end. He's got another 20 laps to go, so the leader comes across for lap 10, but the gap is 1.3 seconds. So this battle could get to hot up soon. Oh, is Casper in the pits? There's been something's happened. Kurt's made up 2 seconds to him this lap, so he must have made a mistake. He's lost 1.5 seconds, but we're gonna see Yannick's gotten past Steve. Steve's off the track, by the way, so he's lost half his front wing, so he must have done the same as Yannick a few laps ago. So we didn't see that one. Sorry, I got off him too quickly, but apologies for that one. But he's got Casper right in the sights now. Surely Casper's super soft tires are gonna be going off the cliff in a moment. The lap 10. Remember, he must have done 1 or 2 laps on those tires in qualifying, so it's not going to be great for him. But Kurt and the harder, the tire with the greater longevity, he's going to be catching up. Well, he is catching up evidently. The gap is only 1.1 seconds. Might get DRS this time around actually, but will he? He's caught up a lot to Casper through the DRS detection zone, and it might look like he has. He's starting to struggle there with the grip on the track. He's going into opposite lock quite frequently through turn 12, I believe it is. He's going to have DRS here, surely. He does. DRS is open. He's going to maybe make a move on Casper through this final or penultimate corner. He's looking, but he's just too far back. He's on the brakes later than Casper. Casper's slow. Is going to be contact made almost. But Casper just managing to maintain that lead. Coming through the final corner, what's Casper going to do? Casper's darting into the pit, so we'll see what happens there. Kurt into the lead now. But what will Casper do? What will be his call? Looks like Terry's in the pits now as well. Yep, Terry's pitting right behind Casper, so I have to keep an eye on what compound tires they're going on to, as Harlequin's P4. And what tire is intermediate tires for? Is it? Yes, it is. Intermediate tires for Yannick, I mean not Yannick, but Casper and Terry. So they've obviously felt that it's just too wet now. Yano might be coming in. No, he's not. There's a car in front of him. Simon's in the pits. Terry's just exited on the intermediate tires. But what will Simon do? Harlequin 747 coming to the pits now with his Haas mechanics. Will they be able to get those tires firmly secured onto the hubs? But it looks like, yep, more intermediate tires, so the track is just too wet and greasy now for them to cope properly with the lack of grip due to the wet weather.
Inters
But
will go the right there.
Sorry?
Inters will go the right lane.
It might be Inters until the end of the race, but I'm not too sure. Oh, there's car on the barrier. Steve's crashed. He's lost his front right, and that is at turn 13, so how's he done that one? I do not know. He might have just given up and driven straight into the barrier, but that's his race over, so maybe a safety car. I doubt it. I'm not sure if they got safety car turned off or not after what happened in the last season, pretty much. But Yano's still soldiering on those soft tires. Seems to be a bit of blistering forming as he's coming to the pit now. Surely it's time for Inters for him. The tires are starting to spit up so much fuel now, or not fuel, what am I on about? Water, as Kurt's also in the pit. Well, that was Kurt, I'm such an idiot. Yano's still soldiering on, I'm afraid. Sorry, I keep mistaking everyone. Mainly due to the fact they're in different cars, and that's Yannick. He's off in the gravel. He's back on track again, but that was turn 11, maybe 12. Uh, but he was off in the gravel momentarily, but he's back on track now. It's definitely time for the wet weather tyres and green walled intermediates for him. Surely he's going to have to make another stop, much to his despite, but he's definitely struggling now. He's been struggling for maybe 5 laps ever since he's had to pit pretty much, so Casper's managed to get the jump on Kurt. He's got the undercut, but Kurt is right behind his safety car. The safety car is out. But yeah, the guys coming to the pits now, they're going to greatly profit from this one here actually. So lucky stuff for Yano and Yannick right now. So the two Ys, they're going to get off pretty well here. They're going to be able to catch up. Great for Yannick after his disappointing race so far. Bit of a what's the name? Bit of a roller coaster for him today. I mean, he was up at the top fighting with Kurt, but that's just all disappeared ever since he sped off into the barrier. But he's managed to keep on going. But the safety car here is going to bring the field back together now, surely. Well, obviously. And we're going to be back racing in a few laps' time. We're going to use this time to check the race director, I think. So, see if anyone's in trouble at all. Doesn't look like... Oh, okay, just Steve, okay. Steve's had a fair few incidents to say the least there, if you can see. So, very, very interesting, but anyway. Oh, Steve basically just gave up to play Fortnite, so... Very, very committed racer, obviously. So. Anyway, safety car period still. Doesn't look like anyone will be pitting, obviously, because they're all on the intermediate tyres already. And that is the tyre to be on right now. The question is, will any of the guys that pitted earlier pit on the fresher ones, maybe? But I doubt it. Depends how long the rain's gonna be here for, really. So have to wait and see. But I doubt it will happen as they come through Sector 2 now. The thing about the safety car in this game is just way, way too slow. There's going to be surely a few collisions back there. The wisest thing to do is to go into the pause menu and just ghost it round, because otherwise you're gonna lose your front wing or get caught up in a silly incident. But we're almost halfway through this Grand Prix right now. The race has been pretty clean in terms of racing so far. Just seeing if everyone's got all of their front wing elements there. It does seem that maybe was it that Sauber somewhere of Yano's. Yep, seems to be okay. Not sure about the Haas there of Simon. Maybe a bit of damage on the front left. Can't quite tell. Doesn't look like it, but probably only a couple more, 1 or 2 more laps left to go onto the safety car. Cutting the corner there, so only the safety car made. Oh, and again there we see the safety car slowing down. So painful to watch some of this stuff as the safety car just stops and starts constantly. So yeah. So Brendan, what have you thought of this race so far? We're halfway through, so how's it been?
Yeah, it's been quite eventful. Lots of position changes. I wish real Formula 1 could be like this.
I know, I mean, just proof that esports is so much better than the real world sometimes.
Well, yeah, how's the future of esports coming, eh? I hope someone writes an article about that sometime.
I know, right? I wish someone wrote an article about that one.
Yeah, no, the safety car, you know, like, okay, I won't say I love Mercedes because I don't, but I think we need a faster safety car, maybe like the Ferrari or something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe we could get an old F1 car in as the safety car. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Not a bad idea.
let's let's just get an MP413 in here as the safety car.
That would look rather classic.
Let's get the Maserati 250F as our safety car for this season. That's something Monaco would do.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
If
You want to
anyone
go
were to
for
do
a
that.
safety car ride with Lewis Hamilton and that?
Well,
Was it Bolt, I
Monaco.
think?
Monaco had the Lamborghini Countach as a safety car once, didn't they? So it'd be good if they brought that
That's
back. I believe it was in the
yeah, no,
80s.
personalized safety cars for the track.
Can't quite tell if the rain is starting to pick up. It looks like it might be. Not quite sure, but the guys here seem to be. Doesn't look like we're gonna get to full wet conditions just yet. Is the safety car coming in yet? No, he's not. So gotta wait a few more laps until we're able to get underway again. I give it one more lap and then we'll go green again. But we'll have to wait and see. That good old cliche, but they're gonna have to get some more heat into their tires. It's gonna be really challenging with the wet conditions, but oh no, Kurt's in the grass under the safety car. He's just taking out the two braking markers there.
Pulling a Bottas.
He did pretty much a Bottas. I mean, the number 75 has done a number 77. He just got into the well, he's trying to weave and warm up his tires, and I guess just got distracted. I don't know. But he's in the barriers, and well, he's out now. It looks like everything's fine. Just a bit of a brief moment for him. 6 runners left in this race, so we've got to let the digital insanity continue.
And we're going to enjoy this.
Let's just hope the race stays this close when the safety car is gone, so.
So what do you think Codemasters can do to improve the safety car next year?
Make it faster and just don't keep it, well, it keeps stopping if you race online, it just keeps stopping, and then also online the safety car's coming in this lap, by the way, so lights are off on top of the safety car. It's ghosted, but the safety car needs to be much more consistent, and when it comes out it needs to come out for more instance, but online it's got a bug currently where it just keeps coming out. So we might see that again, so the safety car might come out every 3 or 4 laps normally, if this bug, or if this glitch happens in this race, which I hope it won't. But we'll have to wait and see. Terry's off on the grass as well. We're going to watch from Kurt's perspective here, this restart. Because he's in P2 and he's the one in prime position to make a move on Casper. You got to really try and get alongside of him to be able to capitalize from this safety car restart and get off quickly, but obviously Casper's in control right now, so when he goes the whole field will go. And he's bolted now. Casper's gone. Lap 15 of 28. We're getting it going again. There's a yellow flag behind us or something. Not sure, but Casper seems to have had a good restart. He's got the jump on Kirk. Terry also seems to be caught napping. Yannick's made a move on Harlequin, so P5 for him. Coming to turn 1. It looks like Casper's sliding a little bit. He's able to keep it on track, but Terry's made a massive amount of time to Kurt there. Kurt we saw get a bit wide on the entrance, but watching Casper come through, sliding sideways through turn 4 into turn 5 or 6. Don't know if that little kink counts as a turn. Please don't get mad with me if I got it wrong, but camera makes it the cars look so slow. But field after 16 laps, Casper followed by Kurt, Terry 7 tenths behind in P3, Jarno P4, Yannick P5, and Simon P6.
Top three still in DRS range of each other.
Yeah, we've got to wait for DRS to be to go live again because we had the safety car. So
yeah.
yeah, we've got to wait a couple more laps until safety car or the DRS sorry gets out again. But they're going to rely on the skill as the Ferrari of Terry gets sideways, almost spins again through the second snail shell. But Kurt's getting really, really close. He's almost on the gearbox of Casper there. Surely, with the slipstream, he's going to be able to make a move. As he's closing in, he's maybe going to make contact, but Casper going to the extreme inside. Ferrari of Terry catching up as well. Switching to the outside for the Mercedes. Trying to hold it down the outside, but no, he's not going to be able to get it. But will he be able to get the cut back? No, either. The Ferrari of Terry also catching up a lot there. I can't quite tell if the rain seems to be slowing down or not. Oh, but there's the Sauber almost doing a 2017 Sauber. That was Jarno off in the background. But turn 1, Casper might be able to hold Kurt off. Will he? Yes, for now. But Kurt's going up the inside of turn 2. There's going to be contact made. Not quite. Holding it off nicely from Casper. But the switchback from Kurt. Is he going to get that one? If he does, that'll be absolutely an amazing move. But no, Casper's managed to get a good getaway. Good traction through the exit of turn 4. Side by side coming to turn 5. Round the outside again for Kurt. Is he going to be able to make that move stick? Not quite. Casper's got a good...
into the hand of Terry.
Yeah, Terry's going to be able to catch up massively at the moment. But these guys fighting for the lead right now. The gap is only 0.2 of a second. 2 tenths apart. But look who's come to join the party. Terry's here now as well, so the gap between the leader, well, Terry and Casper, about a second right now, so gap is really, really low. But again, coming onto the back straight, the best place to overtake really on this track is... is that a Sauber off in the background? No, thought I saw contact between the two Saubers. Not sure there, but coming to the final corner, looks like Casper made a bit of a mistake there. On board with Kurt in the slipstream, pole punched in the air by Casper's Toro Rosso. Again to the extreme inside. Kurt's gonna have to fight it around the outside. Onto the brakes late. Will he be able to get the cut back? Yes, he does. Cuts it back, and Casper's gone deep. Casper's falling back to P3. Absolutely amazing move from Kurt there into the lead. Terry promoted to P2. As you see, Casper almost pitting for dry tires. Everyone's coming to the pits now. Top 3 all in, but who will get the best pit stop? Kurt should be fine. He's in the lead. He's going to get away hopefully quite quickly. As you see, DRS is enabled. What are they going to do? Dry tires are going on. The soft tires for Casper. Safety car. The safety car's out.
The stuff to make all the difference here.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that have pit now are going to be in prime position for a good race now. They're going to have fresh tires, but the safety car glitch, I fear, is here. So we're going to see a safety car every couple of laps now, I believe. But I mean, the safety car went in end of lap 15. Lap 18, we got another safety car without any reason. So what a shame, but
like that every lap.
Yeah, pretty much every 3 laps you're going to get another manic restart. But wow, what a restart that was for Kurt. I mean, Casper's down in P5 now. Not sure what's happened there, but the guys all up here is very, very slow as they're trying to wait for the safety car or something. They seem to be still racing as Terry and Casper going at it, but not sure what's going on here. But Kurt now in the net race league. I mean, Yannick's still in the wet tires, the intermediates, so he's gonna probably have to pit. I mean, the track looks pretty dry. The rain has stopped. They just need to wait for the track to dry up. I mean, it seems pretty dry already, but there's no more rain inbound surely, so. But what a restart we saw.
Wheel-to-wheel racing, that's nothing better.
Yeah, exactly. It couldn't get much better than that. I mean, that is the epitome of perfect racing there. That cutback from Kurt, though, absolutely amazing. Amazing to watch. That whole battle, they were side by side for pretty much the whole lap from the restart. But wow, what a restart! Oh, and Yannick's in the pit. He's dusting into pits to get rid of those intermediate tyres. He's ready for the dries, but what tyre will he go on to? We'll have to wait and see. He won't have the lead as he comes back out on track. Kurt's already overtaken him, as a matter of fact, but all the way to the end of the pit lane in that Salva, so... And it looks like he's going to super softs unless the game... Soft tyres, okay, or super softs. Make up your mind, Cody's. And flying tyres in the background, nice one. But Kurt, definitely the main benefactor of this race so far. I mean, he started on the soft tyres, man, but he started on the hard compound. But as rain came out, he was able to put on a strong performance in the wet. Casper and Yannick both crumbling under the pressure. Terry also felt his pressure from Kurt as well. So very strong performance from him today. Maybe we'll see him on the top step in 10 laps time after a couple more safety cars probably, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, racing is racing. Anything can happen in motorsports, and it will happen. And the famous words of Murray Walker there. But we've only got one retirement so far in the form of Steve Matam there, retiring. So he retired. What lap was that? Let's say lap 12 or 13, I believe it was. Looks like the safety car's coming in this lap, by the way, as well. So
can Yannick make the soft tyres work?
I mean, if there's more, obviously he's on the faster tyre, but if the safety car keeps coming out, then he's going to be able to look after those tyres much easier than normal. I mean, we're under safety car for 1 or 2 laps, or 2 laps mainly, every time it comes out. So if the safety car comes out 2 more times, which I'm guessing it will, then maybe he'll be able to stay on them until the end. But obviously these guys on the soft tyres are going to be able to get to the end. But that is a brave call for Yannick, so be interesting to watch.
To Sebastian Vettel, eh?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's contact behind already. What's happened? Yannick's lost half of his front wing, but he's up to P3. The ice obviously disabled. He's without a front wing. He's gonna have to pit now. So next safety car, which will come out in a couple laps. Kurt goes wide. It will Terry be able to make the move up the inside. Bang wheels, almost lock tires as well. So Terry's into the lead, but oh, Kurt's almost round. Keeps it in a straight line, but Terry's made an aggressive move up the inside of the first now, up into P1. But Kurt looking around the outside. Casper in P4. So something's obviously happened there, but Kurt's off the track. He's going to fall back to P3 at least. And no! Yannick in the lead. No, he's falling back. Kurt making up this position again. So, wow. A lot going on there, but wow. Terry up into the lead. Kurt in P2. Fell back to P3 for a moment. Yannick was in the lead for a moment as well, so... Kurt looking up the inside. Is there going to be contact mode? Yes, there is. Contact, but Kurt again, he's able to keep it in a straight line. Look who's there. Yannick's there, looking up the inside already, but no, he gets the worst getaway on those super soft tires, but he gets a grip on the exit. Kurt's gonna try and make a move up the inside, surely. Slipstream. Terry gonna punch a hole in the inside, or in the air, sorry, but look up the inside. Is he too far back? No, he's looking. Oh, but Terry, what are you doing? He didn't leave any space at all, and look who's gonna profit from that one. Yannick's in the lead. But Terry extremely aggressive there. I mean, if there were stewards looking at this, 3-second time penalty for Kurt. He's cut the corner yet again, and that's possibly blown his chances of a race win today. But looking into turn 1, the rain, well, the water is completely gone. It's getting wide. Doesn't seem to have, actually does have a bit of wing damage on the front left element, front left end plate. You can see, I believe, a little bit of damage. Yannick getting wide on the exit of turn 2 or 3 as Terry's fallen well back into the grasp of Casper. He's going to surely have a look in the inside. Yes, he does. He locks the tires, locks the front left. He's still there, but no, not able to keep it together. But Yano's obviously pit again. He's 30 seconds behind the leader right now. So, oh, and he's spun and he's off the track in turn 1-ish. Nice drifting, but he's held it kind of together. But looking at the lead again, 0.2 seconds between Yannick and Kurt. Yannick's front wing also damaged, so 3-second time penalty for Kurt, but also damage for Yannick. Last safety car came up at lap 18, so if we're sticking with the glitch issue, it'll come out in a couple more laps. They're almost side by side now, Yannick and Kurt. Get back in the slipstream, Kurt. He's there, but wiggling around, looking everywhere. Kurt's looking up the inside. Yannick leaves the space, dives down the inside. He gets the move done. Yannick behind him now. P1 for Kurt, but remember, 3-second time penalty there.
Will he be able to open up again?
He might be able to hold it off. Goes fast on the soft tires. 1 minute 36.4. He's finally got a dry track again. Throat is getting very, very dry. So much action in this final stage of the race now. But the battle between Casper and Terry is still there. Not sure what assist Casper's running this time, actually. I mean, he's been practicing for his AOR F3 debut coming up shortly. I mean, this weekend, I believe it is, actually. Without assist, so he's got damage as well. Look, front left he's got no traction control, obviously, as he lights up the rear there. But safety car is out again, as we called it. Safety car out, lap 22, as Terry cuts the track for some strange reason. But will Casper come in and pit and repair that wing damage? I mean, he's got a 35-second lead on Yano, so surely he's going to have enough time. The question is, will Yannick come in and pit as well with his wing damage? Front right end plate completely shattered. He could pit in for another fresh set of super softs, so we'll have to see with that one. But yellow flag out, or double yellow flag, safety car. As they've got to stick to this delta now.
Safety car glitch is definitely upon us, as we thought.
Yeah, what's this? The third safety car now. The first one came for a decent reason. Oh. But will Yannick pit? Kurt stayed out, obviously. Yannick staying out as well. He's staying out with track position. Will Casper pit? Casper dives into the pit at the back, look. But if I was Yannick, I think I would have pit in that situation. He's got half a front wing, look. I mean, that's going to be difficult. He's struggling already. I mean, under the safety car. Turn 1, he's struggling bad with massive understeer, look. So I'm not sure what he's doing. He should have pit. I mean, again, if I was in his position right now, I would have pit. I did it a lot last season, season 1 of Gprl. If I was in this position, which I was a couple of times actually, I pit. I mean, with the safety car glitch, you're going to get another safety car in a couple of laps anyway, so don't get why you wouldn't pit.
Well, I do believe he's lost out on the track position now, definitely, and will end up at the back if he does try to pit. Unless he can maybe still cover it off in time.
But he's still, I think he'd be able to cover it off, because he's got 20-second advantage on, well, Casper pit as well. Yano was 35 seconds behind the leaders, because he kept on spinning in the wet conditions. He had to pit as well, so he will have came back onto track at least P4, and he's got the pace as we've seen. He's much faster than Terry, I believe. Kurt with a time penalty as well after the restart. I would have to say that he would have made the positions back up. So
Yannick's finishing position really all depends on if he can stay ahead now until the next safety car comes out.
yeah, I mean, if he's able to keep the position and not make any mistakes, he'll be able to possibly get the win with Kurt's penalty. 3-second time penalty, remember, for Kurt, so we'll have to see what happens anyway.
You can't count out Casper and Terry as well. They're both mighty fast drivers.
But Terry, he's been struggling. We
Yeah,
saw
all
when
day.
Kurt was on his tail. There's a lot of. He kept crumbling under the pressure, kept locking the brakes, it kept going deep into the corners. I mean, he doesn't have the same pace as Yannick and Kurt do. Hey, he's a fast driver, don't get me wrong, but these other guys are on another level. I mean, it's hard to say at this point. It's motorsport. Anything can happen yet again. But as we've seen, we're gonna see another safety car, maybe or potentially. I mean, it'll be lap 26 or 27. Then we'll have like a one-lap sprint if it does come back out. Um, but we might just go to the end actually um, because the safety car restart will be restarting at the end of this lap, I presume. But it's hard to say. But the field are all back together now, back grouped up, minus Steve, of course, who retired early on. But lap 24 of 28, the sun is back upon us. It's shining in Shanghai. Might as well call it Shanghai. But there's a car through the gravel. That's Yannick, struggling with his front wing, obviously. But again, lap 24 of 28, just 3-4 laps remaining of this race. So once we get going, but I don't know what Yano's doing. He's just getting a bit happy-go-lucky there under the safety car. Yeah. Trying to make a gamble and get past all of these guys, but yeah. I keep saying but yeah, but yeah.
Really is a challenge to see which driver is able to deal with the changeable conditions best.
It would be even more of a challenge strategy based if the safety car didn't come out every 2 laps, so Bugmasters, get your game together. The safety car coming in this lap obviously, so guys are all bunched up.
Everybody's saying it.
It's gonna get ready for the restart. Kurt in control now. Seems to be collisions behind him. There's cars, dirt being flicked up at the rear, so not sure what's happening back there. Let's watch, who should we watch this restart from? Let's watch it from Yannick. See what happens for him. He's got dirt on his tyres, look, trying to clear that. Trying to see how well worn his, it looks like Kurt's already bolted. I mean, he's caught Yannick really napping there. He's made a massive lead already. He's doing everything he can to get rid of that 3-second time penalty. Oh no, he's held them up again. But when's he gonna go? He's gone. Kurt's gone. And then Yannick also gets a really good restart as well. Yellow flag behind. But Yannick, great start. Remember, Kurt's got a 3-second time penalty. Lap 25 of 28. Kurt's got 3, maybe 4 laps, can't count. But around the outside for Yannick, maybe he's gonna hold it. Not quite. Kurt covers that off. But Yannick may be making a move around the inside. I'm not sure if he knows about this time, but there's contact. Contact between Yannick and Kurt, but who's going to hold the lead? Kurt holds the lead. And the guys behind him are struggling. Casper's off the track, almost behind him. He's bumped down to P5 of P6 now. But around the outside for the lead. Cut back surely. He tries it. Whole tower. Yannick trying to get the lead into the S's now. Side by side. They're going to possibly bump tires in. Not quite. Very reminiscent of Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel last year there. But Kurt's still able to hold the position, but he's in big danger of losing the lead right now.
Oh,
3-second time penalty. They say spin for Yano? Looks like there might have been, so he's right at the back, struggling now more than usual, or more than previously in this race, sorry.
Terry seems to be really struggling this race up.
He's not had a good race today at all, but Yannick gets off track again, track extending. But will he be able to keep the lead? The gap, 7/10 of a second, still nowhere near enough of a lead. Only a 1/6 of what he needs, I believe, if I can do my maths correctly. That gap seems to be increasing. It's almost a second now, well, not quite, but nearing there. If Yannick Kron was under pressure, I'm not sure if he's aware of the fact that Kurt has a penalty yet. So he might only just find out late in the race. But side by side, I believe it is Casper and Terry coming to turn 1. Casper backs out. Going to look up the inside. He does. He's going to keep the moves. He's going to make it stick. Terry on the soft compound. Casper on the super soft. Casper with more grip, and he's made the move stick. Through turn 1 and 2. Great move there, great overtake. And that gap at the lead is starting to come down again.
Casper just needs to get the pedal down and see how we can fix that gap. Can we get ahead of Kurt? Right now we can. With the penalty.
Yeah, the gap between, let's have a look, need that on leader. Right now the people, oh, everyone, well, if Kurt's not able to bring the lead up, Terry will be able to jumping. So Kurt will be demoted down to P4 if he's not able to put the pedal down, get his foot through the floor. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen at the moment. Terry about to slip behind the 3 second interval he needs to stay under, but Kurt seems to be getting further away now. But look who's coming behind Yannick. Casper's inbound. This is essentially the battle for the lead right now. Yannick and Casper. Casper's locked up! Almost hits the back of Yannick there. He almost spins as well. No ABS, I believe, on this kid's car. So he's got to control the pedal manually. He's got to look after it hard. But being a bit too aggressive there. Casper goes fast. 1 minute 35.044 on the super soft tyres in his Scuderia Toro Rosso. Into turn 1. But Yannick getting bit deep. Is he going to be able to make a move, Casper? But not quite. Kurt's still there. Terry's made a mistake. He's falling about a second behind Casper right now, so I'm not sure what's happened there. He must have made a mistake on the entry to turn 1 of the final corner or something, but he's got Harlequins right behind him now. But the battle for the lead, essentially, Yannick and Casper right now. Lap 27 of 28 coming through the S's for the penultimate time now. But Casper is really gaining right now. Yannick, obviously, he's got half the front wing. Casper pit to replace his front wing. And Casper goes, Yannick goes wide. Yannick's off wide. But into turn 10 or 11, again, still not sure which corner it is. But Yannick's been able to hold the lead. I believe the DRS will be activated next lap. So, 1 lap of DRS in all of this is Yannick's off track again. He's pushed too hard, he's off the wide. Yannick's off the track and he's falling behind. Net lead at the moment for Casper. As we see what Kurt can do, but wow. That is the definition of crumbling under the pressure. I'm sorry, the DRS has already been enabled, I'm afraid. I made a mistake there, but wow. What a nightmare for Yannick. Yeah, Casper surely going to get the win now. And he's caught up to Kurt as well, so he could just get the win. Forgetting about the penalty, but I mean, if he knows about this penalty, surely he'd just do his best to stay behind Kurt and just get the win without risking it all. But he's got a 2 second, almost 2 second lead. Well, it is 2 seconds, sorry, 2 second lead to Yannick now. So Yannick's mistake really costing him. But right now, P1 and P2, Casper and Yannick, unless Kurt is able to pull off an absolute blinder of a lap here, or everyone else crashes or whatever. But coming in through the back section of the track into sector 3 for the final time, final sector of the race now. Turn 10, lock up again for Casper, so he seems to be struggling with the ABS being off for him, I believe. But again, Jarno falling behind 10 seconds off the lead. Disappointing race for him, but look at Yannick trying to grow the lead there. I mean, not Yannick, I mean Kurt, sorry. Round the outside for Casper, he's getting late on the brake. Double lock up. Double lock up for Casper, but he's able to get a good exit. Through the final corner, Kurt's going to come across the line first. The first position, that's a close finish, but Casper gets the win. Due to the fact that Kurt's got a 3 second time penalty. Yannick comes home P2. Terry P3, I completely messed it up, sorry. Casper P1. Again, I just give up. I'll say it when the results come up on the board, but here we are, podium time. What a racer. Riveting stuff.
Amazing drive from all the top guys.
Really exciting race. See the 24 on
Yannick really coming back there from a bad position.
Yeah, I mean, what really impressive. And there we have it. Casper wins the Chinese Grand Prix, followed by Yannick and Kurt, despite that 3-second time penalty in P3. So the Dutchman spraying that champagne over his team, coming in for a lovely, lovely photo. And there you have it, your full race classification. Casper wins the Chinese Grand Prix by 2.8 seconds. Yannick coming home in P2, followed by Kurt in, wow, by just missed out on P2 by 700ths of a second there. So disappointing stuff for him, but Terry in P4, Simon P5, Jarno P6, and Nico Hulkenberg in P7. So really, really great race there, I have to say. 4 stops for Yannick, and he's still able to get on the top step, or onto the podium, sorry. But wow, great, great stuff there all round. Top 4 drivers putting an amazing show on for us in great racing. I mean, who would be your driver of the day?
I have to say that Kurt really had a different strategy, and that allowed him to get the win, and that penalty was quite unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say Kurt might be my driver of the day, simply because of the entertainment factor he put on. What a show he put on for us today. I mean,
Yeah, some amazing laps from him there.
some amazing overtakes, and just like, it's close call for me between Kurt and Yannick, but great stuff from them both. I mean, maybe Yannick gets it just simply because of the place he came. I mean, he had to stop 4 times for goodness sake, so
Yeah, no,
it was a
definitely
good
a great race. One thing we can take away from it, though, is that the safety car does need to be fixed, and it's a major issue for F1 2018, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great show. I mean, if this keeps up for season 2, my god, what a season we're going to be in for. What a race, though, seriously.
Yeah, no, great stuff.
Anyway, I
Yeah,
think...
no,
Oh, sorry, you continue.
GPRL is definitely a great starting point, I think, for all, not for all league races, but for those fast guys that really want to improve their skills and fight people that are at their level. And I think that all aspiring league racers that are quick should definitely use it as a great starting point.
Yeah, it's definitely a good, it's obviously a good jumping, or trampoline, let's say, for new league races. I mean, two of our races from last season have made the jump up into AOR. I mean, Casper, he's competing in AOR F3 this season, so we've got some great caliber drivers here as well. It's definitely good for those guys who are nearer the top end of the sim racing spectrum, I guess you'd call it, but it's good for everyone all around, I guess. I mean, aiming to bring you some of the best and closest clean and fair league racing around, and as a starting point, I believe GPRL may be one of the best places out there for you.
Definitely.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching this stream. I hope you enjoyed the race. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to us, of course, as we always say. We're trying to push this channel out further, trying to utilize it a bit more. But yeah, what a race we had. I mean, we'll see if we're here next time out. I'm not sure, but we might be. So yeah, but what a great race we had today. So it's been a pleasure to have Brendan here as well, doing a shift over on the Twitter for GPRL. I believe it is at GPRL official or something.
Yeah, GPRL official. Twitter updates around every 5 minutes. So check that out, and
yeah, make sure to check out the Twitter and the Instagram as well. Make sure to check that out. And if you want to sign up for GPRL, just message at GPRL official on Instagram. Anyway, thank you for watching, and it's been great to have you here. A great race to watch, and yeah, we'll see you next time, whenever that is. And for the meantime, goodbye.